Welcome to the Talkin' Trash Addiction Recovery Podcast. We suffered in silence. Now we recover out loud.
We like celebrating stuff around here.
I loved Will as Marilyn Monroe. That was so
good. I also made that 6 months ago.
Actually,
everybody, I'm Bethany.
I'm watching it, and I'm like, is that Will?
Oh, I'm so flattered.
Maybe.
My favorite part of the intro was, are we on?
Are we working?
Let's get it going. Preamble. What a preamble is, AA copied it from us, but we came up with it and
recover out
loud. This is our humble broadcast, where ethics and personal anonymity are of the utmost importance. We run this podcast as an act of service to those whose lives have been affected by addiction. We don't do it for profit or notoriety. We place principles before personalities. We benefit from this podcast just as much as anyone else. We all work programs and choose to sacrifice our own anonymity to spread the word that recovery is possible. We do this thing in an attempt to show, as living examples, that no matter how far down the scale we have gone, we will see how our experience can benefit others. That's the 9th step promise. It's our creed we abide by here on Talkin' Trash. We feel called to uphold AA and NA principles. We firmly believe that you can only keep what you have by giving it away. Please join us in a moment of silence, followed by the Serenity Prayer.
God, grant us the serenity to accept the things we cannot change, the courage to change the things we can, and the wisdom to know the difference.
All right, let's do daily reflections quickly.
God bless, we're breaking these rules.
Daily Reflections is an AA-driven enterprise of some sort. It's not ours, but we like you long time.
This is the moment I break through.
Let's read Daily Reflapjacks here on the Talkin' Trash Pod Flaps.
Yeah, it's a moment I break through.
Oh, I'm gonna break through. Oh, yeah. All right, kids, for August the 16th, I had dropped out, man. Oh,
No way.
Totally bad. Hey, bro, where's my car? We might next ask ourselves what we mean when we say that we have harmed other people. What kinds of harm do people do one another? Anyway, to define the word harm in a particular way, we might call it the instinct of instincts in collision. I know what the word is, which cause physical, mental, and emotional or spiritual damage to people. From the old 12 and 12, page 80. I had been to the 8-step meetings where always thinking I really haven't harmed many people, mostly myself. But the time came when I wrote my list out. It was not as short as I thought it would be. Oh, shocked I was.
Yeah,
I
right.
either liked you, disliked you, or needed something from you. It was that simple. People, turn the page, haven't done that what I wanted them to do, or intimate relationships that were out of hand because of my partner's unreasonable demands. These were sins of omission. Because of my drinking, I had dropped out, never sending cards, returning calls, being there for other people, or taking part in their lives. What a grace it has been to look at these relationships, to make my inventories in a quiet, alone with the God of my understanding, and let the fourth go forth daily, with willingness to be honest and forthright in my relationship.
It's a long one. It's a hard one.
That's what she said. Yeah, thank you. That's go right there.
it's funny this one.
Can I tell you what I think about that one?
Please, absolutely.
Please, before
I'm going to tell you exactly what I think about that one. I just realized that I read the wrong one last night at my AA meeting.
You are stupid.
The first step is to admit.
Fun Saturday night for you there, buddy.
Yeah, number 2 in a row here.
Right?
True
Look
story.
at this motley crew. Oh my God in heaven. All right, we got a couple things to do. Real quick, we got to do a rider report for you.
Here's my rider report. There.
Yeah.
They suck.
Yep.
They sucked ass.
He's a jolly good fellow. The fucking Tiger Lily Cats. They beat the Riders last night. I couldn't believe it when I fucking watching Canadian football. I don't know where Will is. Will's passed away.
No, he's out doing stuff.
Next game they play the BC Lions in British Columbia at that stadium. Very cool. That's all. I just wanted to impress Larry. Of course we don't. Hi Larry. Welcome to the program. Welcome back.
Hello. No, it's great to be back.
We love having you, don't we, boys?
Oh yeah.
Comments. I forgot we have comments. I'm having so much fun doing all this.
Oh God, it's like it starts before the even show starts. Oh my God.
I know it. So let's. So what we do have is we'll blow off the around the horn thing. We're just taking a look at what we're going to be talking about tonight, and it's we're going to talk about sober motivation. I like Larry's take on did you do it for someone or something else? And I know I did, and I know a lot of people had that experience at first, but then down the road, what were the ripple effects of getting sober? When did you get sober? And all that really matters is you got there. We get that, but we also want to kind of dissect some of these and go through them. Jimmy, what do you think if you take the reins here and get her going?
Okay, kids. Well, discussion points for the meeting or podcast. Why do we get sober? Right? For me, it was that pain of disconnection had just become so unbearable. Addiction was that isolation, fear, guilt, all that, and just anger, resentment. And it was that reconnection, just not with others, but it was a reconnection with myself, finding out who the hell I actually was. And I'm doing stuff now that I never thought I'd be doing. I did youth center and I was at the corrections. And I was at youth center and these kids are only like 16, 17. And someone was being released, and this one guy asked him, "What's your exit plan? Like you're being released like tomorrow?" He goes, "I'm going to treatment." And I go, my face just dropped, and I said, "Why?" And he goes, "I want to break the cycle." And I remember Larry said that intergenerational, breaking that cycle of addiction. And this is coming from a 17-year-old kid, coming from a broken home. He wants to do it for himself, but also for his 10-year-old sister. He's lost siblings to addiction, and it's just all these motivators, like. You got to, first of all, I'm sick. I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired. Hit that rock bottom, whether it be have a pillow at the bottom, as one of our previous guests has said, and just making that shit or get off that pot moment. And
right.
And then I was at corrections, and I was talking about on this podcast, and anybody been to recovery? And this guy said, "Yeah, I went to Prairie Sky," and I'm like, "Are you shitting me, really?" So he actually was one of your students, Larry. So good job on that.
Oh, no. Of course he was.
I'm kidding. No, and it's he goes, "Yeah, I would love to go back, but he has all his probation stuff to do." But it's so sad to see. It's not a cure-all to go to treatment. It's you have to want it and you got to work at it. And I when I went in 4.5 years ago, I did because I had to do it not just for everybody. I wanted to do it for me. And that sounds selfish, but it was so relieving and that restoration of hope. So, Brad, what do you think about that?
Well, I know when I first sobered up, I'd be lying to each and every one of you to say that I was doing it for myself at first because I wasn't. Mm-hmm. When I hit bottom, it's because all the things I was doing, my wife left me, my kids didn't want anything to do with me, At the end of the day, I got there. So that doesn't matter how we got there. I learned what I had to do afterwards. But when I first went to rehab and know that I always knew I had a problem. I just didn't want to hear it. But after my whole life crashed in front of me, job, wife, life, everything, I went to rehab at first to get my family back. And that's a true story. Once I got there and I started realizing, I need to fix me. I guess I'm a little bit fucked up here. As time went on in my sobriety, I realized that I had to do it for myself. But I guess that's where the trickle effect kind of comes in, right? So,
the ripple effect, yeah.
The ripple trickle.
Whatever it is,
I like to call it.
Feels good. Feels good either way.
Yeah, so I definitely did it for my family at first, and I'm glad I did. You know what I mean? Because it got me in the right direction where I needed to go. And yeah, I'm 3 years, 7 months. Like, so whatever I'm doing, I'm gonna keep doing. I'm not saying I'm doing it right, but I guess what? I haven't got drunk today, and I haven't got high today. So today's another
boy.
Yeah, it might be another accomplishment. Come on, midnight. I'm happy, and I'm comfortable in my own skin now too, which is one thing that I never was before. So, for example, I was on the road working last week, so I was gone for about 10 days, and I haven't actually done that long of a period of time since I've been in recovery.
Yep.
And I was actually, so I got a hotel away from where the other boys were staying, and I kind of probably did that strategically, which is fine. But when I would get home in the morning or whatever, I was comfortable just being by myself, and it was weird. Like, it's a great thing because at one time I'd always be looking for something to do. What can I do? Like blah 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 blah.
Can't sit still. Yeah.
Now I was just like,
bothered.
Well, and it's not that I didn't even want to be bothered. I was just happy being with me. But yeah, I'd leave me the fuck alone too, right?
Mute.
But I was happy just hanging out with Brad. So.
Ooh.
I'm just I won't tell. I ain't gonna tell you what I did, but whatever.
So you see where we coming from?
Housekeeping. Housekeeping.
Yes, we are out of the bobblehead dolls. I'm sorry, they're sold out.
Oh, they gone already?
Yeah, they're gone.
Man, sorry, kids.
Bethany,
next time.
Phyllis, hi, Phyllis. I just said something about you.
Yeah,
did I? Oh, no, I was gonna say something about her.
Oh.
She never had a drug problem. She had a police problem.
Didn't we all?
Yeah, you're right. It was never the drugs. They just leave her alone.
It is a thing. It is a thing. Yeah.
Apparently, it is. Too funny. Real quick, I am coming up on 5 years of this fucking nightmare. And think about it, I'm 3 years sober, so you can do the math.
And he was a valet parker at the time.
Yeah, I was pretty good at valet parking. Fucking Tacoma into the woods at 65, 70 miles an hour. There was a deer or something. I don't know. But like, I wake up 4 days later. I'm the only guy that was in it was disgusting. Yeah, and I was literally in a coma, also in withdrawal. Somehow I was in a coma and hot as hell. It was terrible. Middle of August. I'll never forget it. Thank God. But like, yep, I should be dead. That's just 5 years.
This wasn't a time when you were trying to build lawnmowers, was it?
There was a lot of stuff going on at that time. Yeah. I did just move from Philadelphia back home, and there's a lot going on there with my girlfriend, and so I wake up. It was her birthday. Her birthday is the day I got in the accident. So I was just ignoring it, really putting my foot down after a fight because I went and saw my wife and kids that night, and she's like, I thought you were dead. I'm like, I was dead. She called my mom like 5 days later. Everybody's like, fuck. It was a nightmare. And I'm like withdrawal. It was just terrible. Anyway, horrible thing for me. But you know what? It keeps me in check a little bit. It keeps me in my lane when I see my neck like that. So I want to go around and just do this fucking thing so we can all just get talking. What's one of the biggest benefits of long-term sobriety that you've experienced? And I'm just going to go around the horn. Jimmy, go ahead.
Honesty.
One of the biggest benefits, honesty.
Being honest with not just others, but with myself. And before expand, okay, William, I shall. Because I would bullshit and I would tell people and I would believe the bullshit. And I'm like, it became part of my narrative. I'm like, did I really do that? Well, you said it. And it's like, really? I'm like, oh, okay. And I was like, holy shit. I'm always telling you. And I was like, holy shit. And I was just creating this, just painting myself into a corner with all this bullshit. Now it's like,
gossip if it's a lie.
Oh, thank God. And it's like, now it's take it or leave me. And I like myself. The self-honesty is just that byproduct, and just enjoying life now for the first time. I'm not chasing that brass ring anymore. It's just, I'm satisfied where I am, and it feels.
Brass ring?
That's what I was
God. Larry, explain what the brass ring is.
I thought it was something like,
No, on a merry-go-round. Back in the olden days.
Oh, we're throwing merry-go-round quotes around. This is a good one.
Sorry, the brass ring, and you grab it, and you get a free ride. You get a free ride. So I'm not for a free ride. Oh my God!
You put enough time already. You're good, Katie.
Okay, that's right.
He said earlier about we're doing dad jokes already. Bethany, that is my board numbers are the final score of the Saskatchewan Rough Riders and the
Take it down,
Tiger Cat.
Leave it up. No.
Yep, we got people listening and watching. Larry seems to have better service today. He does, yeah. He's doing great. Everybody's doing great. Yeah. The amount of tech problems we've had. You're here, Will. I mean, you're doing something, right? The amount of tech shit we've been having over the past like 6-7 episodes. I'm like, I don't know what to do. But everything's great this show. So
we're shifting timelines. That's why.
Bethany says, sorry, I'm waiting on YouTube to know exactly when I'm logging to Facebook. I know, it's so ridiculous. Jennifer Mansfield, she just checks in with me every once in a while, make sure I'm good. And she always seems to hit me at the right time. She's got some kind of thing going on. Bethany loves B-Rad.
Spiritual connection, but that's how she works.
Were you aware you were withdrawing while you were in a coma? That's a great question, Bethany. I can't say, I mean, I knew it was bad, but I knew I was hot. I was in a coma for days, but I was hot the entire time. I don't know what was going on. There was things happening, but drugs ruined my coma. My internal clock, my withdrawal clock, the Suboxone's like 4 days gone, and like
it was still ticking.
I'm post surgery, like, oh my God. It was horrible. I was so dirty because they pulled me out of the front of the truck, put me in a helicopter, and I punched a dude in the face. It was a whole thing. It was a nightmare. So, with a broken neck, I hit an AMT. So I'm sorry to him. I sent him an email a couple years ago. So she checks in with me just right at the right times, and that's how this fucking thing works. So here we are. We are talking about. Wait, your turn. Wait, answer.
Yeah, go.
I actually want to hear Larry's answer if that's okay.
Yeah. Well, we'll get to him. You're on the screen now.
Okay, I'm on the screen. Here we go.
Go.
Hi guys. My biggest benefit, I think, is the trust. Honestly, and it's for me. Like, this may sound silly, but like right now I have some family upstairs, and even just the way my nieces and nephews look at me now. And I know it sounds weird, but like I can tell how people look at me and act, and because of what I'm doing. It's not because of what I'm saying. It's because of what I'm doing. So all those years of shrapnel and destruction and shit that I left behind, you know what I mean? People knew it, and I didn't think they did, but people knew it. And now 3.5 years, like a little bit over, whatever, 3.5 years in now, the satisfaction that I get, honestly, from other people, that I see how they look at me differently, gives me so much motivation, because I know that I am a better person. And I could say that. I can actually say that Brad is a better person. I never used to be able to say that shit. You know what I mean? But the way people look at me, the way people talk to me, the way people treat me, the way people trust me, the way people respect me, all that shit wasn't there 3.5 years ago. And for me to have that now, man, is probably one of the greatest feelings that I've ever had in my entire life, because I don't lie to people. What I say is what I say. And I don't have to remember all the bullshit stories that I said, like, oh, what I tell that guy, what I tell this girl, like whatever, right? And so I just honestly, and that sounds conceited and that sounds a little cocky, or I don't mean it to be that way, but I am just so thankful that I'm so thankful that I'm an alcoholic and an addict, and I fucked up, and I learned from who I am and what I needed to fix, because there's a better Brad out there right now, and I'm thankful.
Now you know exactly who you are.
I'm thankful, and I work on him every day too, Willie. You know what I mean? Yes, that goes back to my morning showers. We talk to the hotel, but anyway, no, I'm sorry.
Housekeeping.
I'm just, like I said, I'm thankful for that, because I actually know deep down that I am a better person, and I'm thankful for that. And I to see people recognize it is so gratifying for me. So.
Brad, was it different? Was it a process? Was it different 3 years and it wasn't 1 year? Maybe did it take some time?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Like the first 6 months for me, I didn't know if I was coming or going half the time, but so for me, I was an AA guy. I still am. And I would go to meetings and, I would see people and the funny thing that kept me going to meetings and wanted me and kept me intrigued, I'll say, is watching guys, whether they were 15 years, 20 years, 40 years, 50 years, whatever, watching them all sit there, laugh their ass off about how much of an idiot they used to be. Right. And I know I know that sounds silly, but I was like, well, I kind of want that. Do you know what I mean? Like they were happy. You could tell they were comfortable. They were, you know what I mean? Like they were over whatever they needed to get over. So absolutely, Tim, my first six and honestly, every day something grows. So I can't.
Yeah.
So you're gonna ask me this. Hopefully, if you keep me around in a year, say in a year, you're gonna ask me this question again, and I'll be like, yeah, absolutely, it's different from 3.5 years to 4.5, and yes, it was different from 2.5 to 3.5. Absolutely, because if I'm not growing and continuing to learn new things, because I'm still a fucking idiot, and there's a lot of things that I need to work on, and I'm okay with that. But now I can recognize it and work on it, and I'm not scared of the challenge anymore, where I was scared to try that before. Now it's like, nope, I see that problem. Let's see what we can do about it. So
there it is.
It changes every day, and I'm thankful for that.
There's no right or wrong answers, Brad, but that was all the right answer. That was really good, all of it. Spot on. It shows where you're at in your recovery. And that's the kind of shit I want people to want that. I want people to want that shit. That it's infectious. And we do it all as a team, All right, let's shift gears to the good-looking one, Larry. How about you? Around the room.
What about me?
Whatever the question was, I lost it already. Stupid asshole. There it is. Right.
The biggest benefit.
The biggest benefit.
Long term. Yeah.
Number one, the biggest benefit for me, and there's lots. The fact that when I sobered up, sort of going back to the first question, when I sobered up, it had nothing to do with not drinking or doing drugs. Okay. It had being alive at the end of the day. And when I entered into recovery, I was hopeless and helpless. I didn't know what to do. I thought I was crazy. And I sat through my very first AA meeting and had a woman named Mary speak for 5 minutes. And that's all she was in my life. But it was like one of those cattle prod moments where it runs up your back. Yeah, and you just sit and go, oh. And I got hope and I got faith at that time. And then it's continued. Like the long-term recovery. I think one of the greatest benefits I've received from long-term recovery is what I'm going to do right now. And that's say hello to my middle son, Charlie, and all of his kids that are probably listening to this. I have a fan club, believe it or not. They're all family, but I have a fan club.
Love it.
One of my grandchildren sat with me when they were up at the lake, and that's all he wanted to talk about was this podcast. So you've got an 8-year-old fan. I'm really serious.
I love that.
He's probably watching right now. Braxton is out there. Yeah.
Braxton, welcome to the program. You are family, my friend. You are family. Look at this. I can even put your name on the screen. You are AXTON, right? Braxton. I'm trying a new font tonight, everybody. I'm trying the deepest font. Let's just see how this goes.
You know what we got to do? We got to send him a shirt.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
That's the other thing I want. I need the address to send them a shirt. I got to buy them all shirts.
We'll take it out of your wage. Don't worry about it. It comes out of your.
We'll take it out of his wage. Yeah.
But when we sit down and we talk about how we grow over the lengths of time and stuff, it's all as we learn from our mistakes. And one of the things and I've been through a tremendous amount of stuff medical-wise.
Yeah.
And I've woken up after surgery and realized that I had a purpose. And one of the things that long-term sobriety has given me is my potential back. I am now reaching the potential that a whole generation of people that knew me when I was a kid and in school knew I had, but just too lazy or whatever to pursue it. And I've now reached that pinnacle. Like, none of this was ever on my bucket list. None of it. When I sit down, they talk about the ripple effect. We were talking at one time about for every person that goes into recovery, when they reach out to people, and like Brad said, people just look at you differently. People see you differently. They've seen what you've done. And that's a ripple effect, because now that ripples out. Those 7 people influence 7 more people.
Yep.
So regardless of how long you've been in here, think for a moment of what effect you've had on untold numbers of people just by being sober.
Yep.
And that's when I sit back sometimes and literally shake my head, because I don't think there's anywhere in this country that I can walk to and not know at least 1 or 2 people on the street or at an AA meeting. Like it's really hard to remain anonymous.
Oh, absolutely. We threw that out the window.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That's gone. That's gone.
But and I almost feel like
so
being
cool.
selfish. Like if sometimes I feel like the anonymity thing is like keeping what you got and not giving it away. It's like keeping it for yourself or something. But I don't want to get into all that. But it's just how I look at it. But I respect everybody's choices. But like for me, if you're not recovering out loud, you're not spreading the message. You're not. So I'll do it for you. You do your thing, and I'll do it for you. That's all.
And one thing, but what I've learned in my recovery though is that's people's choices, and that's their perspective, and that's none of my business, right? So I've learned that too. I wanted to share something what Larry just kind of said. So like it was Sherry and I's anniversary last week on the 12th, and one of our really close couple friends like shot us a text or whatever, and he's like, you guys, how did he say it? I'm going to screw the words up or whatever, but basically he said, you guys are an inspiration of relationship for what you guys been through, and to see what you're doing, just congratulations type of thing. And my wife said something that made me cry. She wrote back, she's like, you know what? Marriage is hard, but love is easy. And I said, "Fuck me." I'm like, I said that is probably.
I hope you didn't say that.
I didn't. But I literally cried when I read it, because in my head I'm like, that's probably the most beautiful thing that I've ever really heard. And she's right. Marriage is hard, but love is easy, right? And when she said that, I was like, so I was sleeping when she texted it. I woke up in the morning. I'm always up early before her. She probably looked at me. She's like. I'm reading the text, right? So I just wanted to share that, right?
You're such a mush, but that's what makes you.
But I wanted to share that because so someone reached out to us to say that. Do you know what I mean? Because there's where that ripple effect is. You know what I mean? So it's crazy how this works.
And the
flavor too.
True. The thing that amazes me is that I've always maintained that it's not what you say, it's what you do.
Always.
And a number of years ago, I was thinking about this afternoon. A number of years ago, my wife and I had some renovations done on our house, and we had a carpenter working in the house. He's playing the hardwood and all that stuff I can't do. And, could never do. You don't trust me with a hammer. Don't.
Me neither.
But we're sitting talking. For. And I said to him, "What have you been doing lately?" And he tells me what he's doing. I said, "Yeah." He's saying, "Oh, no." He said, "I know what you do." And I'd never talked to this guy before. I had never had a coffee with him. And he said the entire community of Bigger, 2,500 people, know that when you walk up the driveway into a house they've never, ever seen you walk into before, that the people in that house are getting help. Said when you walk into a restaurant with someone you've never coffeed with before and sit down and coffee with them, they know that individual is getting help. And I sat back and said, "You've got to be kidding." And he said, "No." He said, "The entire community looks at you that way." And you sit back, and I'm sitting back going, this isn't the same guy that was having a piss out the back of a half-ton on Main Street at noon on a Saturday. Like, it's just not the same guy.
Yeah.
But it's just what you get, and what do you... It's the rewards of it. That my integrity has never been questioned, ever. Like, they don't look at another agenda or anything else. They know what I'm here for. They know I'm no nonsense, and away we go. And that is something that I think we can all look at is you are going to reach your potential. If you stick with this, if you work at it, if you learn from your mistakes, you're going to reach your potential, something that you've robbed yourself of for so many years. And don't be surprised. Don't sell yourself short. Go through every fucking door that is offered to you, because you aren't going to get anything that you don't deserve. My higher power guarantees me of that. He won't give me anything I don't deserve or that I can't handle. So do I walk through the door? You bet your ass I do, without hesitation, because I have no idea where it's going to lead me. But I know it's going to be a good time.
Yeah, 100%. What a message. Will, what's your answer to this thing we're doing?
Go.
Hey, I just thought of something. And I hope I say it the right way, but I know why your last name is Foster now, Larry.
He's a foster.
Because you help foster people into a new way of life.
I never thought of that. Okay.
I don't know what we're doing.
Thanks, Will.
Are you listening?
I'm
So
listening.
what I thought about with me is what benefit I got from getting clean and sober is that now I know who I am, and when people try to gaslight me or tell me I'm differently, I know who I am exactly. So therefore, I don't have to question it, and I know I'm on the right path. So when people want to, like, I am firm in who I am now. I don't have to sit there and even think about when people want to throw me off. You know, it's
right.
It's just that
fucking unbelievable. Will Douglas said, ladies and gentlemen. Jesus Christ.
Like,
whatever.
He's reading like Gettysburg Address, and all of a sudden, fourth score, boom. He's
couldn't
done.
have been better. Oh my God, yes.
That makes complete sense. So Will, I love it.
So all right, so Will, can you speak like the same question? Can you speak to the progression? Like, I feel like you stumbled into recovery this time, and we just grabbed onto each other and fucking didn't use.
We didn't, but no. So what the thing is? So here's what I did is, and I was thinking about this as you guys were talking. So when I decided, like, it was time for, like, I mean, okay, we've been to rehab 13, 14 times, okay, whatever. So you know what? Now COVID happened and everything's crazy in this world. So guess what? I get to experiment my own way and see if I can make it work.
It was crazy.
But you know, so my thing was that I'm not a slow learner. I'm a slow adapter to learning the right way. But so I would take one thing and so when I was in drug court, my first phase 1 counselor, I mean, like, there's certain things, hold on, integrity. I started practicing little things at a time. I was still getting high, but guess what? I practiced integrity. No matter what. If I was getting high in some shit.
Will.
No, but you gotta hear what I'm saying.
I'm kidding.
You know what I'm saying, though. Even though I was still getting, I was still doing maybe the wrong things in the law, but myself, I was doing the right thing. And I started, when I felt that I had a handle on something, I would add another thing and another thing. And guess what it built up to? Me not using, you know what I'm saying? Like me, like distancing myself, because guess what? Those people around me don't want to hear this kind of crap or shit. It's like, you know what? The best way to get someone that's using drugs away from you, hey, let's go to an NA meeting. You think they're going to go
let's go to a
with
meeting.
you know?
I did one online this morning. Yeah,
I mean, you know what I'm saying? So it's just like, that was my I'm messed up in the head. I have to psychologically trick myself, because you can do it. I mean, like, what is it? How many days makes a habit? 27. And so I mean, you know.
And what you just said there, though, Will, like so obviously subconsciously or consciously or whatever, you knew that it was time for you to get some help, but you
do it all. I couldn't be
you gradually
all at once.
Exactly. You gradually got your feet wet and got in there. So there's nothing wrong with that at all, right? Because guess what? Willie's sober.
Good on you.
Yay.
I'm so bare.
He's so bare.
So
like, we have the privilege of longevity now. Now we can look back a year ago and 2 years ago. And that's it. But like, I can go on YouTube and go back on 1 year and see Jimmy's last year's celebration. It's kind of fun doing that shit. It's actually drives me crazy. Like everybody's like, we have this we can just show up and suck, which we do half the time, but like we just show up and say something funny and nothing.
But we show up.
We show up every fucking time. Every Sunday and Wednesday there's a show. I'll do it from my cell phone from a Walgreens if I have to. We'll do it.
Hey, you know,
we've done it like that.
Never mind.
So like, right? Real quick, I gotta say, congratulations to Tina.
Oh, yeah, Tina. 10 years old now.
She was 10 years yesterday. That's my girl. Oh my
Way to
God.
be, Tina.
So
Good
proud
job.
of her. She is she's in Las Vegas at some fucking rock thing. She's just the coolest chick in the universe right there. So 10 years yesterday. Way to go, Tina C. That's what we're talking about right there. Ladies and gentlemen. While we do that, let's segue over and take a look at our upcoming Go West. Jimmy, if you were
Alrighty. So this upcoming Wednesday, we have Sober Papa Joey.
Who the fuck is that?
Oh, he's really good. He's on kind of on Facebook, and we've connected. Super nice guy. Next Sunday, we have Liz coming back. Unfortunately, Doug has to bail, so I'm trying to find somebody for that.
Oh, great.
Tina C on the 30th, September the 6th. We
all I
got
care
Matt
about.
Sandberg Sandberg. We got 9th. We have Tammy Ann Wettig, and she is from Rock Bottom Revival, 18th of September. Oh, yeah. Oh, Tammy.
Get along there.
Get along there.
I went to school with
Tammy,
Are you high tonight? Tammy, that's cool. I love what they're doing over there at Rock Bottom Revival, and I am going to get in over my head making graphics and shit. It's going to be crazy.
I have to say one thing too, and I forgot to mention this in the chat today, you wouldn't believe it. Today is Rabbit Boy Stevie M's 2 years.
Oh, yeah.
We must send him a new rabbit.
Oh, yeah. Let's give him a new rabbit.
Oh, wait.
That's our boy, Steve. Congratulations, my man.
Attaboy, Steve. That's awesome. I love that sliding in there all stealth-like. Oh, by the way, I'm kicking ass.
Oh, by the way.
Attaboy, Steve.
Oh, by the way, I'm pregnant.
So proud of you, dude. We love him so much.
It's actually funny. I didn't know that he just shot a text. It was a Snapchat. He's like, hanging out with my family. 2 years feels so good. I'm like, today's 2 years? You never told me.
Oh my God. That's what
he's like, I actually did tell you that. You probably didn't write it down. Yeah, you're right.
I can't even get my own team to give me their own birthdays. They're like, Jesus Christ, these fucking guys.
Sausage fingers, a 2 and a 1 look pretty damn close. So just
no, I get it, old man.
Okay.
Congratulations, Tina. Thanks for sharing your experience. Will, Julie says, and congratulations, Steve, 1,000%. Roman.
I can't see those right on the screen. So.
All right, we'll pretend like you can, and get real Wi-Fi, and we'll figure something out. Hey, Will, where's all your? He has all equipment I sent him that he just didn't.
Okay.
Where's your microphone?
This is where I'm going.
So you notice how I got on late? That was because my air conditioning keeps tripping the breaker and it keeps turning off the power. And I was out mowing and I thought my phone was charged. I have excuses, but they're legitimate excuses. But so I thought my phone was charging. Well, that's why I'm sitting outside. Is because my AC keeps flipping the breaker.
The thing is, I got to check it in the savings, but all my money is in the savings.
And my phone didn't charge, so therefore I had to have my phone charger plugged into the cord into my phone that can't plug in the microphone and the earplugs. So therefore, that's my legitimate excuse.
If by legitimate you mean confusing, how many people out there, I wonder if they got sober because the law said they had to? I know a lot of people that did drug court and things like that, and they got through it, and they're like, "Holy shit!"
Straight back to drugs.
Well, no, I know a few that didn't actually. Well, believe it or not, but like, yes, I know plenty that went straight back to drugs. But yeah, I get what. Why did we get sober? I know I didn't get sober for me. I just like Will said, it was COVID. It was nonsense. I just broke my neck.
Teacher me.
Yeah, go say words.
Go.
And so, when you force like us, when you're forced to do something, do you think we're gonna do it? No. So what I did, I stayed sober for like a second. Got high, but then I got clean because no one had to tell me to do it, and I had to show, I had to do it my way.
Right.
I couldn't,
Will is so fucking full of wisdom. It's ridiculous. Yes, Braxton and Car say hi.
That's awesome.
Love that shit. That's beautiful. Jimmy, do something.
Do something. Well, okay, for me, the ripple effect was this relationship now I have with my kids. Like Annie just turned 28 last week, and her and her boyfriend went down to Cypress Hills, and they're now moving in together. And with my blessing, of course, he did that. And it's this. We didn't have a relationship before. When Gail passed, I caused her death, and I was on a shit list, and never have Dad around because when he drinks, And even when he's not drinking, he's still an asshole because I didn't change. Like Larry said previously, I became a better version of myself, and I'm finding why I'm actually here. And I like it. And those doors opening and closing. And this goes back about a year and a half ago. I had 2 job offers on the table. I sat down with my sponsor, and he goes, leave it in the hands of your higher power. And I'm like, what the hell are you talking about? And I took the job that paid less, it would really challenge me, and I love it. Because
higher power? Yeah.
Well, okay. So the force out there that is telling me or requesting me, hey, you're here for a goddamn reason. Figure it out. I'm not going to tell you. I'll give you little hints along the way, like, oh, you're really good at this. Why don't you pursue it? Right. And I just never happened with myself. So that's the ripple effect of recovery for me. And I like myself, as Brad said before, not in an egotistical way. I'm happy who the hell I am. And I love it. And I'm doing stuff I never thought I would be doing.
Jimmy, so as an outsider, how about I'll do it for you. Add the podcast. Add the podcast onto it. You're a superstar on a podcast, right?
No, I'm not. I am a small cog. Just quick dump on my. Shut up, Linda.
I'm trying to self-deprecate. No, I just that's.
I never thought I'd be doing something. I never thought I'd be doing something like this, where I'm sitting in front of a screen twice a week and doing prep work, and I love it because I'm pushing myself, and maybe if I can help one person out there. And it's not only
you know
that
what
the
they
people
say, look what your best thinking got you, so good thing you didn't think about it.
Yeah, exactly.
and like Larry said, when a door opens, go through it. You know, we don't need to know what's on the other side, but it's not going to be like an old door for me 4 years ago.
As long as you're not stumbling through it,
right?
Someone through the glass door.
So I look at that like Tim, Jimmy, like everybody just said, like I was on as a guest at episode 169, and I got offered to be a co-host at the time. I was like, I have no idea what the hell I'm doing, but honestly, I'm loving this because, like Jim just said, if we could, so for example, like when all these comments come up, for example, my sister, Bethany, all these people, Steve, everybody, like the list goes on and on. So I'm gonna forget everybody, but there's so many people that are on the Talkin' Trash train, we'll say, and people that reached out and people that are helping us recover, and maybe we're helping them recover too. So this would have never happened ever if, you know what I mean? If we never walked through that door. What's it say? Larry seems to have better service. Oh yeah.
That's like 20 comments ago, Brad.
If you're still there, Caden, I'll say.
Hey, I don't even see him, so don't worry.
And so, like another thing, like now that I like Will said something that was so feels like I feel what you say, because I am now, like, I know there's somebody out there greater than myself.
You know who you are.
I know who I am. So I look at it this way.
Yeah.
I'm the boss of my own life. So if I want to fire somebody and they don't have to be around me, you get out of here. You know what I mean?
You're the contractor, dude.
And maybe I want to promote somebody. You know, like, so I control that. So I can control who I want to be around and what I want to be. So I'm the CEO of Brad's life right now.
Thank you.
Because everybody else,
I want a raise.
Well, Jimmy, you just got promoted, honey. You are now the CFO.
I want a raise. Stick a jack at my ass. There you go. There's my raise.
I kind of look at it that way, right?
I think we're letting a 5-year-old run the company.
Come on in.
Come on.
100%.
Whatever they call it.
So, like, all of us, we're all amateurs. We've all been digging ditches our whole life, the whole yard,
but
right?
we're good at it.
And we're good at that, yeah. But what I'm also good at is burying myself in those ditches that I'm digging. And like, it is it's a surreal thing to for this to not have failed. I'm not going to say it's successful. It's just kind of doing a thing, but like it hasn't failed. And I thought 100% this was going to fail. When I asked Will way back when, set it up, I set it up for failure. I used all my own personal accounts, like
and guess who showed you?
My Instagram and my TikTok, but hey, guess what? I put up a video yesterday at 12,000 fucking views. I'm like, what is going on? I'm doing something right on TikTok.
OnlyFans doesn't count.
I'm doing something wrong everywhere else. But like, I just say, I'm trying to figure these things out, and like, we have this.
Account.
None of us are good at this. I mean,
but there's the thing, Tim. Like Timmy, you just said when you started this, you were expecting it to fail. So there's a prime example.
That's your answer.
I guess that's
but this is my opinion on that. There's a prime example of the addict, alcoholic brain, because everything we always did, we always thought we failed. We never, you know what I mean. So and again, I can only speak for myself, it was the norm for me to fuck up along the way. So, so everything I touched or everything I did or everything I said, I was hurting somebody, I was destroying something. So that's our norm. So it's a good feeling when we do something and we succeed now. And it's like, oh, wait, I actually didn't fuck that up. Right. So it's kind of cool to get over that way of thinking as well, because we've broken that cycle, boys. We've broken that cycle, and what we're doing, and not even just the talking trash, I'm talking in our lives in general. Like, you know what I mean? Whether you're going to meetings, you know, giving back to other people, you know, Jimmy, like the things people do, everybody on this podcast, we do it because we want to and we feel good about it, because we are a different person today than we were back when we were fucked up.
Right. And Brad, I love how you said that. And the addictive mind. Well, if it was going well, we would do anything to sabotage it.
Because we're afraid of success.
We didn't because we didn't know how to deal with success and happiness. It's like, well, fuck, I'll burn this to the ground because I can deal with chaos. Right. And now we set ourselves up for success, not for failure.
I was thinking about something, Jimmy. I got to cut you off because it just reminded me. I was in the shower. I was thinking about this. People go to rehab. A lot of people go to rehab, right? And they're like, they have this. They come out of chaos and everything's crazy, like drug dealers getting cops. Blah, 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 blah. You come to rehab and like a lot of us veterans are like we're like comfortable. Some people get in there and it's just too fucking quiet. You know, 5 groups a day and you know lunch line is not cutting it. They need chaos and they're fucking probably going to start it and they act out. And it's what's your saturation point? Because they'll get to a point where they cause enough chaos. We're like, can I please go to rehab? They're like, nope, you're going to jail. Sorry. So like that can change real quick. But like that hit me. Like I remember being in rehab the first time, and I'm like, I'm have sex with everybody. You. And
and it was an all male place too. Which
right, exactly. Right.
So Larry, you must have seen a lot of that over the years too. Like I'm not saying the sex part, but just people acting out, right?
You see it all the time.
Co-ed rehab. There's not many like that are like that.
But Larry like that
most people didn't see. I know. It's crazy.
It happens all the time.
Happens all the time.
And, but I want to add. I want to add because Tim was talking about destined to fail and all that, and of course that's the way we think as addicts and alcoholics in active addiction. We think everything's going to fail. We're going to mess it up. We're going to screw it up. But the amazing part about what we're doing here is the fact that we will never know whose lives we have affected.
True.
When you sit down and realize how many people in early recovery, in treatment right now, are listening to what we have to say about the benefits, about all of this stuff, and how many of them were dying to hear it. And they pass that on. We have to, as a group of people doing a podcast, we have to refocus what we call success.
Yes.
And that is basically and it's been said here more than once, is if I help one person by being on here, all the damage and all the pain that I've had and dealt with over 43 years is worth it. And we have to look at that. We are touching people we don't know anything about, we may never see again, but we have a positive effect on them. And like you say, 1,200 likes or views on a video, that's remarkable.
12,000.
There was 12,000 views. There was only 48 likes. So there's like 11,000 fucking whatever dislikes. I'm just kidding. That's not worth it.
But you had it. You're successful. We don't see that. We never do.
Action.
Well, when I started the show, I was 14 months sober, and now I'm 3+ years, and it is night and day. And like when I started, I was just like, whatever, just do it, just hold on, it's fun. And then it started to be fun. We had fun, whatever. But like it got to a point where like it was just it needed to change. It needed, and like I'm when I do this show, I am driven by a spiritual thing, because I whatever hits me, whatever I'm supposed to do, I just do it. Bradley Mansfield, I love him, hire him, give him an email address. Like I'm just like, that's how I roll with things. Same thing with Larry. I see potential in other people way more than I see it in myself, and I have an ability to identify potential. And now there's 5 guys on this screen here that just, we're all equals, we're all this is what this fucking thing was designed for right now. This right here, 5 guys, burgers and fries.
Nom, 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 nom.
Yum, 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 yum,
And
yum.
it's remarkable.
Sorry.
Like it's constantly, since I started watching it, we have constantly morphed. You have constantly morphed into what it is now.
Yes.
Yeah, it is we.
Yes,
Can you imagine?
Because you're part of this, Larry. Yep.
What it's going to be like in another year?
I can't wait.
You know what?
Just sit back and think that if we keep going the way we're going right now, where are we going to end up?
See, as you say it, I'm almost like I get
scared.
that instantly goes.
Oh, shit.
I am past that in my recovery to be able to see the big picture. One thing I can tell you is that this will be here next year on August 16th, positive, 100%, and for the foreseeable. So, like, whatever momentum we build is accredited to all 5 of 6 of us. With Elizabeth, we're all pulling in the same direction, all trying hard.
And I've already talked to my family. They're going to hook me up to a car battery, keep me going.
I need you, Larry.
Hopefully it's 24 volt.
hours away.
But I just wanted to touch on that too, because
we'll get battery, baby.
So we talk about like where we're going to be in a year, or what's going to happen. At one time, I was in my head. That's where I think. But in my head, at one time, no comment. But at one time, when someone said to me like, "Oh, this will be going on in a year," I would actually get anxiety and I'd be scared. I'd be wondering, "Oh fuck, what's going to happen in a year?" So when you said that just now, Larry, in my head, I'm like, "Yeah, I'm excited." I'm excited. I'm like,
"Hey, Brad,
what can we do in a year?" Right? Like, that's a good thing. It's a weird concept now.
I gotta ask you, Brad. When I first brought you on in our first early interactions, I feel like I said to you a few times, "I'm gonna fuck this thing up sooner or later. I'm gonna fuck it up." I said that, and I meant it when I said it. And the guys kind of
you had reservations. You were waiting to fuck it up.
Just that's what Tim does. That's what Tim has done. He's 43 years old and he's fucked everything up until this point. I'm sure I'm gonna fuck this up, but I don't feel like that much anymore. And because my friends like Brad and Jimmy and Will, they will step in and they'll be like, "Listen, dude, it's a good thing. Just relax." I'll be like, "Really?"
But that's the great thing is that's when you recognize people say, "Oh, you've grown, you've changed." That's when you finally realize in yourself that you've actually freaking changed. When you start seeing the perspective differently.
God, we want to just validate our existence like nonstop, but like we don't. Like I'm at a point where this can fail, this can be good. It is good, whatever. I expected it to fail, and looking back, that was my default mode. Was fail.
But with that being said, Tim, I personally don't think it'll ever fail. But I'll use this as an example. Just let it be, because whatever happens, and the way it's rolling. It's working. And again, going back pedaling here, but if one fucking person tonight, so one person out of those 12,000 views last week of our last episode, if one person got sober that night, for example, and it's sober till today, bam, that's a win. So at the end of the day, like we can't I
can count the views. I can't count the touches.
No, but what I'm I'll take care of that. But that's what this recovery thing's about. So I won't focus on tomorrow, and I won't focus on next week, and I won't focus on, like, you know what I mean? I never come on this show ever scripted ever. Like, when you ask me a question, I'm just blah how I feel. Like when someone asks me a question, it's spontaneous. It's right from my heart and how I feel. I don't ever write anything down. Like, I know sometimes we might talk about what we're going to talk about, and that's about it for me. I'm like, "Oh yeah, cool, nice question," and I don't mean it that way. And I just kind of I shouldn't say ad lib, but I speak from right here. I think that's my heart somewhere in there, because that's how I want it to be, because it's real and it's fun and it's fucking worth it. Like for me, I can go to a dance now. Like, so for example, last night there was a AA meeting in a little town, Kenosha here, and they have it only in the summer times because it's kind of a summer getaway village anyway. And so the funny part was we all went to the bar for supper beforehand. I leave the bar to go to an AA meeting, and then I leave my AA meeting, go back to the bar, and I said to the boys when I got there, I'm like, "Oh, how times have changed." Like, I leave the bar to go, you know what I mean? But I can't express to the viewers and everybody out there and I'm not just saying, like, I fucking feel great and I'm happy with who I am, and recovery is worth it. If you keep fucking fighting for it, I guarantee your ass you're gonna love it. I guarantee it.
100%.
I don't know. I can't stress that enough. That's how I feel.
We feel an urgency to get a message out, to just do this. We get like when we do a show, it is cataloged and archived online for the rest of time, and that's cool to me. Like I'm thinking, for me, this is artwork, but it's become way more than an art project. This has become a mission to be I don't know, transparent for once in search of long-term recovery, and apparently it worked. Like I started this thinking I'm gonna fuck it up, I'm gonna embarrass myself publicly, and maybe that's kind of what I tried not to do. I would show up even though I wasn't going to show up. So, you know, it's just, it's great to see that this has come, how far it's come. If it's like a year from now, if it's exactly how it is now, like same amount of people, whatever, I'm cool with that. But like, I see the live numbers here are all crazy. But like, when I look at our shows, I go on Spotify, I have a thing, and I see how good we're doing, guys. Like that's where the real, that's where I'm really, my eyes are opened as I look at that. I'm like, holy shit, people are, because I see how long they tune in, and then I see how old they are, and like the demographic, the amount of time people listen to our show, 45 minutes plus, 80% of people listen to us for 45 minutes plus. That's outrageous. It's through the roof. So like,
we were so hot, my phone overheated and turned off.
Oh, William.
Just right out of nowhere. Hey guys.
Hey, I'm back, guys. Hey. Yeah. We're glad you're okay. But yeah, I don't know what I was saying.
There's another example that I want to stress again. So what happened?
It's overload.
So maybe my phone's overheating. But what I was going to so there's an example.
It's a thing.
So the friendship and what we have here as a whole, as a group, you know what I mean, and all the viewers and Five Guys No Fries.
Five Guys No Fries.
But like honestly, we're brothers, and like two of you guys I haven't even met, but I feel closer with you two than.
Can I have a kidney?
You know,
he will do it.
$10, please.
I guarantee you don't want any of my organs. I'll guarantee you that.
Which organ would you like?
But tell me if I'm wrong. So this recovery thing we're doing because. So, for example, we all know. So my wife has cancer now, and like these guys on the screen reach out to me to see how I'm doing and how's my wife doing. You know what I mean? And because of this recovery thing, we have this relationship and this friendship and this brotherhood that we'll never get anywhere else because we've all eaten the shit sandwich numerous times and we've all talked about it together. And we live life together, and we are still fighting the fight together. That's what makes us strong.
Invested. We're finally invested in this. We're not only invested in our own recoveries, but we're invested in each other's recoveries. And that
100%.
Shit is it spreads like wildfire. People see it, and they're like, "That's."
I'm going to say something that happened in our group text the other day. This is, and I want to share this with the viewers. This is how much these people care. So it was me and my wife's anniversary, and we ramble on all day about our group chat, like it's all over the place, right? And whatever, right? So I wasn't involved in the chat all day, and then Tim private messaged me and said, "I'm starting to worry." But what I'm getting at is, so 3.5 years ago, you know what I would have thought? Go fuck yourself, mind your business. But honestly, but now. Knowing that I have people that care, I'm like, you know what? He's actually just concerned how Brad is doing today. Oh, yeah, and then he's like, I found out it was your wife's anniversary. But there's an example again, because people care and they want to know how you're doing, and they actually genuinely want to know how are you feeling. So when someone actually asks now in my recovery, how are you feeling? That's not just normal table talk. They're actually like, no. How are you feeling? Like they fucking mean it, right? Like
I just know you're going through something. So if you go a little quiet, I feel like I have to ask. And
I love that and respect that. I'm actually sharing that because I think that's what keeps this real, because we have to have that in our lives. And I love that you guys. I love you guys because I know you love me. If that even makes sense.
100%. Yep, Tommy. Like we just. this sharing a screen for 8 hours a month with other people and being accountable for.
Well,
every
Willie's on for about 6.5 with the delay.
You have mail. You have mail.
Doing this, you can only know what this feels like by doing it and experiencing what happens when you do it. Well, all right, and like, so it just keeps working. It just keeps working. It's fun. We have fun on here. You know, we try to be very informative and very poignant with what we put up, but we are responsible for all 1 hour and 11 minutes of whatever this thing is. You know,
111. Is that what you said?
No, it might be. We'll see. We're at 107 now.
That's the beginning.
That's my purse. I don't know you.
Right in the nuts. Rochambeau you for it. So
right in the taint. Ouch.
I want to sober back. We don't want anybody to think like there's a good way to come into recovery. There's nobody comes in on a winning streak. That's 100%. So just get there. That's really all that matters these days. And if you're Narcan and ended up in an ER and ended up in a rehab, like,
someone's looking out for you.
Somebody's looking out for you, and somebody's looking out for me. I'm describing me. I was mad at the nurse when she found all my drugs in my pocket. We do is crazy. And to have the perspective of, I would just say multiple years, because something changes after a year, and it's not day 366. It's just something changes, and you experience everything for the first time again. There's a first Christmas, first birthday, so then now the second year you're doing it again. It's like it's old hat. Like all these things you were nervous about, people judging me, family events, that shit is now, you, like the boys said earlier, they know who they are. So you can't throw nothing in my face that I'm not already owning. So like, just going to move from that point on, and we're all happy and free today for the most part. It's just, I don't know. I'm grandstanding. I don't even know when to stop talking. Please, thank God.
Shut up. So, on top of that,
go Willie.
So, you know how you have the family members that they're close to they're close to you, but they see you from the outside, so they hear the rumors of your family, right? Right. So it's like my great aunt moved in next door, right? And she made a comment to me the other day. She made a comment how much I have changed, and I said, I know, I see it too. I would never have said that, but I've had so many people in my family that I never would have said. They said you have changed. No, seriously, Will. And then they know, no, seriously, you've changed. And I said, I know that. I mean, I thank you, I appreciate it, but I know that.
What was it, Will? What was it? Like when I met you, I don't know what you were doing. You were like,
I'm not the person that sits back and it's gonna. I mean, it's like, we could go on, but anyhow, so I mean, like, it's just like, I'm taking responsibility for my own actions. And when I say, I mean, like, I was afraid to speak up because I was afraid I was going to say the wrong thing and give somebody the wrong advice. But now, guess what? You know what? Everybody, I mean, like, I'm confident in what I've done to get better. So therefore, you know what? I'm going to share it because it helped me.
Absolutely.
100%. Will, and you know what, dude? You do a great job. And Will is very hesitant to come on this show. I drag him on here.
Whatever.
But he does such a good fucking job because he has something to share. So this whole show is spiritual built. I didn't do it. It's just like, you should do this. Should I? Okay. And I built the show. And like, oh, I should buy a computer. But like, just all happened. And
thank you.
And Will was like, Will was at the center of that. Like, we were all going through this mental transformation in our life of recovery and who are we as a person and all this shit. And me and Will kind of were in this, I don't know.
We had the same thing because guess what? You entered recovery. You entered rehab in what? You were sober, right?
Yeah, almost a year.
Because we came in in a different mindset. Usually I go into rehab and I'm like, shut the fuck out. Go into detox. This time I came in sober, and because I already had I already knew what I needed to work on.
I think I saw somebody actually working on themselves. I think that's what I saw.
I had the addiction. I had the drug part under control. I knew how to stop and quit or either start back, but it was a psychological thing. I needed to work on how I needed to stay stopped. I could stop. I never could stay stopped.
Right? Exactly. Easy to fucking,
they just tore the brake line and let me go,
And so I've been on this podcast now since we'll say the new year. I think my first episode was just before Christmas, so we'll say from the new year I've been on the, as a
It was
host or
something
whatever.
69, right?
It was 169, baby.
169, yeah.
And Jimmy was 69.
Hey.
It was.
Weird. Oh, higher power. I wanted to say this though, Will, and I'm saying this and I mean this from the bottom of my heart. So what Will does for me, for example, because I complicate the fuck out of stuff. You know what I mean? Like somebody will ask me a question, I'm like, oh, like I'll really make it right confusing. And
you
one
overthink the shit.
I overthink like a motherfucker, pardon my French, 100%. But I do. And so Will, there was one episode, and what it was like, what's the one thing you would tell your old self? Something it was something like that. And I remember something you guys asked me, and I was like, oh my god, okay, what kind of crazy question? And Will said the simplest, smartest, most logical answer, and I'm like, he's like, I wouldn't change nothing. You know? I was I'm happy, and I'm like, fuck me. Like I was literally trying to overthink the shit out of it, and that's why
you were looking
Will.
for an answer you already had.
Exactly. So Will, that's how much you mean to me in my recovery, because sometimes I can stumble the fuck over all my shit, and then someone like you comes in calm. No, but I mean this, and you come in calm and say something that I need to hear. But
as much as that means to you, it means just as much me hearing you say that though too, you know.
So with that being said, if I'm saying that, I love it. Think about the other people out there listening that probably got the same message, right? Yeah, so that's what this is about, right? So I thank you for that, Will. I really, really do, man.
Thank you.
100%. All right. So before clicking on Just for Today and doing all that, I just
want apologies to Larry's grandchildren for Brad's language.
I thought we did. I almost.
Sorry, Grandpa. What does this word mean?
I didn't guarantee you. You didn't come up with any words they haven't heard.
I figured it. But you see, I showed patience or hesitation as I changed your name. I did actually use it. Effing Foster's cool enough.
Sorry,
I just want to kind of open the floor real quick before we read and get out of here. If anybody has anything to say, everybody was great tonight. I think we all evenly did our thing. Larry would fit right in with everybody. He did a great job.
Yeah.
You know,
love you, Larry. Love you, buddy.
We're just boys hanging out. There's a lot of sobriety on the screen right here, and I'm grateful for it. Jimmy, I want to segue to you. It's your birthday. It was such a privilege.
It's your birthday.
Celebrate your birthday,
Mr. President.
And finding out that you told me it was the 25th, and we're going to change everything around. Don't worry.
Well, no, Larry actually reached out to me earlier this week and said, "Hey, you're coming up for Recovery Days, which is like a recovery celebration day at Prairie Sky." And I'm like, "Well, actually, it's my birthday. I'm going to spend it with my kids and my family." And he goes, "That's awesome," you know. And that life of invitation now, where before in my addiction I was like a leper. People just wanted to avoid me like the plague, and now I'm coming up next year, Larry. Actually, Brad and I we're planning another return trip. I'm going to get a gunny sack, some chloroform, and Brad, we're going on a road trip. Oh yeah, and a carton of illegal Indian cigarettes for you. Hey boy,
threaten me with a good time.
Right? Come on now.
Come on.
Well, I think everybody like everything flowed beautifully tonight, and I think we tackled our topics. I almost feel bad that it's going to be another month before we see Larry again, but maybe not. We'll see what happens.
No,
I know. It just feels like you want him back next episode. You know,
yes.
I'm very selfish in my recovery, but
we love him.
That's what we do. We love them. So you know what we do around here? We do a little something called Adjustment Today.
In closing here on Talkin' Trash Podcast, we read an NA traditional reading called Just for Today.
This is the moment I break through. I love that. All right, just for Tadizzle, my nizzle. For Shizzle, it is... Will, try to be an adult. If you don't mind.
Just for today.
It's called Up or Down.
I have one of those PSA, PSR, whatever the fuck they call it, announcement.
What?
So just an announcement.
Will's got a PS.
What do they call them?
PSA,
so like,
public service.
STD?
There's two
what?
people that you've never lied to, and that would be your doctor and your lawyer.
Thank God. I
your
can't give you a podcast.
Back here.
What about your accountant?
When you have a major surgery and you don't tell your doctor the full truth about what you've done in the past, and it affects how you recover, is all I'm saying. And it's a very thing, and when it takes somebody's child. I mean, like it just sucks.
Yeah,
So
I know,
be honest with your attorney and your doctors, because
and your accountant too, William.
Yeah, but if you're not honest with your doctors, guess what?
Yes.
They're gonna and when I'm saying not recovery, not like drug related, like but like other surgeries, they can't treat you the right way, and that's gonna cause complications that may end up causing you to die.
That's
right, exactly. You know, you got to be your own advocate.
And I'm talking
from
from personal experience in the right now, because
I know. I know. If you're lying to your doctor, you're probably lying to yourself, and that's
Thank you.
you're going to want to have to deal with.
Or you're still drug seeking.
Exactly right. You know what? Do what me and Will do. Find out the right chemical of drugs that you can do sober and live your life like that. Right? Exactly. Will just for today, be up or down.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Come on.
Come on now.
You don't see it. Why would you? Why would you see it?
Because you like talking off and put
God damn! I don't. Just have
I was laughing so hard. I'm sorry.
Friendly.
I don't know what to do, Will.
Give me sign out and sign back in real quick.
Just for today.
There you go, Brad.
Brad,
Step into the breach.
Brad,
just for today. Up or down. This is our road to spiritual growth. We change every day. This growth is not the result of wishing, but the action of and prayer. Basic text, page 37. Our spiritual condition is never static. If it's not growing, it's decaying. If we stand still, our spiritual progress will lose its upward momentum. Gradually, our growth will slow, then halt, then reverse itself. Our tolerance will wear thin. Our willingness to serve others will wane. Did I say that right? I hope so.
Very good.
Our minds will narrow and close. Before long, we'll be right back where we started, in conflict with everyone and everything around us, unable to bear even ourselves. Our only option is to actively participate in the program of spiritual growth. We pray, seeking knowledge greater than
momentum, driven by the higher power, which we come to understand better each day. Up or down, it's one or the other, with very little in between.
You see where I couldn't handle myself.
What are you trying to say?
Yes.
Where spiritual growth is concerned, recovery is not fueled by wishing and dreaming. We've discovered but by prayer and action. JFT.
Oh.
Remember JFK, Marilyn Monroe? Anyhow, just one day. Constant in my spiritual condition has changed. I cannot rely on this program. Today I seek new spiritual growth through prayer and action. Come on.
Yeah,
come on now. Come on. Come on now.
Great episode, everybody. If you feel like doing this,
don't
do it.
Don't do it.
Right. You know, if you're going to kill yourself, just do this first and then do whatever you're going to do. 100 Gambler is a thing. We are going to talk about that later in the month of August. Gambling is, I know I wasn't a good gambler. Narcan, if somebody's dying, is put it in their nose and they don't die. Our website is fucking awesome. It's got everything. Meeting Finder, meeting search, counting your days. Do it all. Get your phone and use it for something good for once. Delete Tinder and Grindr and do your thing. And some guy named Sober Papa Joey will be here on Wednesday.
Yeah, Papa Joey.
Papa Joey.
What an absolute privilege. I love you guys. Did a great job. Larry, you were awesome. We're just going to get better as we go. We'll see everybody on Wednesday.